everybody. So today I'm going to be doing a video that I'm really excited about doing. Actually, I've wanted to film one of these for a little while, and I guess in the past too I kind of felt like I didn't have enough to like talk about or show you guys, but this is going to be all of my tattoos and piercings and kind of when I got them, why I got them, and what they look like for my tattoos. Okay, so I've written down kind of a bit of a layout as to when like I got everything, so let's just start from the beginning. For my first piercings, I actually waited until I was 8 years old to get my first ear piercings, and I feel like this is quite a bit later than most kids or most girls do. I remember because like I was in elementary school and everybody had their ears pierced except for me, but I wanted to wait because my best friend at the time, Angela, I wanted to get my ears pierced with her, and she had never had her ears pierced. So we actually went and got them pierced together. But yeah, we were both 8 years old and we were best friends and we wanted to get our ears pierced together. So my mom took us and we did that. My second ear piercings, I was 15 when I got those done, and it was actually on my birthday. You'll see a trend throughout this. I do a lot of like piercing and tattooing on my birthday for some reason, but I said to my mom, I just want to get my second piercings and that's going to be my birthday present to myself. So I went and I paid for it, and it was on a Tuesday, I remember, because there was like a discount for piercings on Tuesdays. So yeah, my mom took me on my 15th birthday and I got my second piercings done. Then I got my first 2 tattoos on the same day when I was 17 years old. So I wasn't 18 yet, and you do have to be over a certain age, or you should be. Most tattoo places will make you like, they'll check your ID and whatnot, but I was 17 and I went with my dad, and he was actually getting his tattoo covered up. So he got one when he was 17 or 18, and then obviously he was like 40 and he just wanted to change it, so he was getting a cover up, but he was all for me getting tattoos, so he was totally fine with being the guardian or whatever and signing for me. But I got 2 on the same day for my first time ever getting a tattoo. So the first tattoo that I got was actually the rose behind my ear. And I have this little book here that I write down. It's really random, but I've written down like about all of my tattoos and why I got them and kind of what they mean to me. The rose tattoo for me is a very deep one, and like there's not a lot that I am willing to like share about it, but it just like, it has a ton of meaning to me. I think roses are so popular now as tattoos, and they were not quite that popular when I got mine. The rose is just like a really special flower to me, and it always has been. Like I remember I had in grade 3, I think, or 4, we had to do projects on flowers, and I got the rose, so I did like a whole big project about roses and what you can use them for and stuff. And honestly, just like energetically, they're an amazing flower, all about love. And the rose is actually also my birth month flower. It's actually a white rose for June, and the tattoo behind my ear is obviously not colored, but I wanted it that way because different colors of roses typically like symbolize different things, and I didn't want it to be red for love or white for like my birth month or purity or whatever. So the rose was really special to me. It has a lot of meaning, and I wish I could share it with you guys, but it's just, I can't. But basically what I've written down for my rose tattoo, it's a sign of my strength after every rough patch I've been through. A rose is such a beautiful flower with soft petals and a sweet scent, but its thorny stem protects its core and warns people it won't be easily broken. This was me being dramatic at 17 also. there was this quote that I found that said, God created the rose in the likeness of a woman. The rose represents beauty, the stem represents strength, the petals are soft as skin, the fragrance pure and sweet. The leaves represent arms outreached, loving, always giving. And I said, I have enough, I've had enough try to snap my stem, my core, but my thorns were strong and helped me flourish into the rose I am. People can admire my beauty and acknowledge my protective layer before my strong supportive core. So that's what I had written about the rose tattoo, but all of my tattoos have like deep significance to me, and I don't think I would ever get something that didn't. And I had mentioned this in the video where I got my latest tattoo, that that I typically think about my tattoos and what I'm going to get and why I'm going to get it for like a good at least 9 months, but typically I've thought about all of these for like a year or more. On the same day, I also got a dove tattoo. And this tattoo is done in white ink, so all of my tattoos are colorless. I don't know if I will get colored tattoos in the future. I might, but yeah, all of them are just black except for this one done in white ink, and I like it that way because it's subtle and it, yeah. So the dove tattoo, I have it written. The dove represents grace and purity. It's my nurturing and motherly nature that connects to this animal. It's also a sign of peace. The dove is the only bird that produces its own milk and feeds its young babies from its breast. The dove can be similar to signing motherhood. In a religious context, it's a symbol of care and is a promise of hope and salvation, higher love. In my own life, I want people to see me hold a certain grace and maternal, motherly love for all things. A family has been my biggest dream, and children are something that's always been special to me and impacted my life. I want my life to be full of grace, peace, and hope. Basically, I was following a more Christian life back then, which is why I kind of have these like God ideals in these tattoos, which that's not what I got them for. I just thought that it fit well at that time in my life. But basically, the thing with the dove is that it is a very maternal bird, whether you look at it in religious context or not, but because this is the only bird that actually does produce its own milk and feed its young, it's just regarded as, yeah, a very maternal bird. And obviously the dove symbolizes peace, which is something that I, especially being vegan, want to promote. And I didn't even plan to get the dove right beside my boob, but that's where it ended up being, and I really love the placement because it's just how it works out with the bird being maternal and then it's beside the boob. And anyways, then when I was 18/19, it was again on my birthday, so it was on my 19th birthday, I got my third tattoo and my nose pierced, and I had this in a vlog while I was in Spain. I wanted to do these because honestly I'd wanted a nose piercing for years, and I finally thought, like, what the heck, I'm just gonna do it. I wanted, you know, to do something kind of fun and slightly rebellious before I went back home, but also just like as birthday present to myself again. And yeah, so I remember I had gotten the tattoo done first. So as you can see, the foot tattoo is very detailed, and you're probably like, it's not that detailed, but every single thing in this tattoo has meaning. And so I'm going to try and go through it and explain it to you guys a little bit, so I've obviously written it down. But for the foot tattoo, so there's 2 lotus flowers at either end representing purity of body, speech and mind, divine beauty, expansion of the soul, and awakening. the lines and dots between the entire tattoo, they kind of break it up. It's actually Morse code for Hamilton, which is my last name. And my dad always joked growing up that if I ever got married, I should keep my last name, and he doesn't want me to give up Hamilton for whatever reason. Like, I have a brother, so, and Hamilton is so popular, it's never gonna go away, but he would always joke about that. And when I was putting this tattoo together, I had like an original idea of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I like changed the inside to be like Morse code for something? And then Hamilton just kind of popped up and I made it fit. So yeah, my last name is in this tattoo. There's a Cancer sign, which honestly, you guys, I don't know why my zodiac sign has to be first called Cancer, because people, if I say like I'm Cancer, people like their head jumps to like, you have cancer. But not only is it Cancer sign, but like the symbol for it is like 69. And I've looked up so many tattoos of people that literally like they got 69 tattooed on them for Cancer sign, but like you can't look past the fact that it's 69. And I was like, I don't think I could ever get a large Cancer sign tattooed on me. So this one, I feel it doesn't look that prominent, and it's just, I don't know. I think it fits in really well. I think it's kind of funny, but it's not like a tattoo that I would have had blown up on my arm to like show I'm a Cancer sign. So I like how it fit in with the foot tattoo. But yeah, so the 69 looking thing is the Cancer sign because it's my sun and my moon sign. I'm a dual Cancer. Then the 3 stars kind of in the middle of the tattoo, breaking it up, represent Orion's belt, as it is my dad and my guardian star constellation. I would also see Orion's belt, you guys, anytime in life where I just need reassurance, or I just need to know that like something is there, something is watching me, like looking out for me, I always see Orion's belt. And when I was in Spain, I saw this constellation like almost every single night. When I was living in Madrid, when I would go and take the garbage out at like midnight, I would always, on my way back from the garbage bins, walking towards the building, I would always see Orion's belt in the same spot every single night, which is kind of impossible because the sky is like obviously looking different to us because we're moving. But I would always see it, no word of a lie, in the exact same place for months. I saw it, and it's just one of those constellations. My dad and I, it's like both of our kind of guardian constellation, but I just see it whenever I need it. And yeah, so that's what the 3 stars represent. Then there's a crescent moon representing womanhood and fertility, and the moon is also the ruling planet for Cancer. It's a feminine symbol, represents eternity and enlightenment. So this tattoo has a lot of details, but I really love it, and I love every piece of it, and yeah. And so then obviously after I had the foot tattoo done, then I got my nose pierced, and this is also, I had to find a reason to get my nose pierced, which might sound really weird, but my parents were always like, don't ever get face piercings. And so because I wanted it so bad, I was like, I have to have more of a reason than I just want it. And while I was in Spain, I actually had lost my period for 7 months, which I am pretty sure I know why. It was due a lot to stress, and then also my thyroid stuff, and also just not having a very good diet while I was over there. But I was researching, and apparently in Ayurvedic medicine, I believe it was Ayurveda or some sort of ancient kind of like Indian medicine, they pierce the left nostril specifically, because I also didn't know if I wanted the right nostril or left, but they pierced the left nostril in women and girls to promote fertility, but also regulate like menstrual cycles. And it's kind of like, apparently the left nostril is connected to kind of the womb area in women. So yeah, I think it was like when a girl started ovulating and having a menstrual cycle, they would pierce her left nostril. And apparently it's also good for fertility. I don't know. But no joke, you guys, after I had gotten my left nostril pierced, the next month I had my period again after like 7 months of not having it. So whether or not it was that or something else, I'm not sure, but honestly, I love the piercing so much and I don't regret it one bit. This brings me to the last of my tattoos and piercings. So I got both of these done when I was 19, the age I am now. Obviously this was only a couple months ago, but I got a uterus tattoo done on my ankle. And you might wonder what would drive someone to get a uterus tattoo, but I got it done along with 3 other girls from my doula program. And obviously this is a program very I don't want to say woman because it's not just for women, but it's a very female energy based kind of profession and program, and we just wanted something that would remind us kind of this amazing time that we had. And so we all got uteruses tattooed on us, but they are all different. We didn't all get the same one. So they have meaning, like different meaning to everybody, but then also kind of this common uterus concept. So what I have written for my uterus tattoo is, as a doula group, it's the uterus where life is beginning. Emma, a girl from my class, she actually helped me with this because I had an original idea, but she drew this version of what I wanted. And the tattoo was done by a female tattoo artist. This was my first tattoo done by a female artist, and we actually, the 4 of us, really wanted to have a female artist do all of our tattoos, which she did, and she was amazing. The lotus on the inside of the uterus has 11 petals, 1 for each of the other doula ladies, so excluding me, but there were 12 of us altogether, so 11 petals. And the lotus, of course, also represents fertility, growth, and enlightenment. This tattoo was one that has probably, I don't know how exactly to explain it, but like I didn't go through how many dots and everything. Oh, on my foot tattoo, there's only like 3 or 5 dots for everything, like at the end of them. 2, 3, or 5, because those are like, 5 is my favorite number and it's really complicating to explain. And also for my rose, it has 3 petals because there were 3 major surgeries that I've had in my life, and they grow from this thorny stem. So originally the rose had like 4 or 5 leaves, I think, and now, oh my gosh, I think it has 3. And then for this uterus tattoo, there are dots throughout it and kind of other elements, but I didn't initially put significance into those things. Basically, it was just the lotus on the inside of the uterus. I wanted 2 stars for the ovaries just because like a lot of them are like flowers and stuff when you see tattoos of uteruses or uteri. I just really wanted the stars. I honestly can't quite tell you the connection, like why, but I felt really drawn to having stars be the ovaries. But besides that, that was kind of just my thinking of it. I really love it, and it's super special, and it's got like a ton of memories, and just, I don't know, I love it. And then I've personally pierced my own ear before, but I had to take that piercing out. And I've pierced, I think, over 18 other people, so I am used to piercing done by myself. But I got home from a movie night with the doula girls, and a gift package was here from my host mom in Madrid, and I opened it, and it was a pair of earrings, and I actually wear both, like 2 pairs of earrings that she has given me, but these ones were diamonds and I really wanted to wear them, but the other two earrings that I have in right now are really special to me and I didn't want to take them out. So I was like, I'm just gonna pierce my ear. I'm gonna have a third piercing on both earlobes. And so honestly, it was one of those things again, I felt like super drawn to needing to pierce my ear. And it sounds bizarre, but I just went to the bathroom, and typically I am very good about being like sterile and like taking time to do it, but I kind of just went to the bathroom, got like a sewing needle and just like I don't recommend you do that. Please don't. This is not me telling you that you should be piercing your own ears or other people's. Like, don't do it. This was me being stupid doing it on my own. But I went and I pierced my ears and I put the new earrings in that she had given me. So right away I texted her saying thank you, and the text that I got right back from her was, "You're welcome, we love you so much, but I have bad news." And that was when she told me she had thyroid cancer. And it was just one of those moments like, do I think I needed to pierce my ears because she has cancer? No, absolutely not. But it was just one of those moments like, I am now carrying around another kind of piece of her with me, and I don't know how to explain it, but I'm very happy that I did. I have 3 super important earrings, and I'm also a person like, this video is gonna get so long, guys. I really like to have jewelry on that means something to me, whether it's wearing a stone or just the earrings that I have in my ears. But basically, I have a small little gold heart. The small little gold heart is actually what my Christmas present from my host parents in Madrid were, and they're really cute and dainty and I love them. Then I have watermelon tourmaline, which was actually the first stone that I ever was interested in back when I was much younger. But when I was home from Spain the first time and I was diagnosed with lymphoma, I had went to buy healing stones for myself, and I had seen these earrings and I loved them, and I told my mom about them, and she had gone back and gotten these for me. And basically watermelon tourmaline is a lot about like attracting love, and it's just one of those stones that's always called to me. So these are really important because my mom got them for me and it was a really important time in my life. And then obviously the diamonds, I don't typically wear diamond earrings, but these ones were sent from my host mom and I felt it was important to be wearing them as well. And I kind of love the combo, and yeah. Obviously, there are more piercings. I want to get more like upper piercings in my ear because I feel like right now I have got enough in my lobes. I kind of want to get like cartilage done and stuff, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Plus, I'm not doing those on my own. I will pay someone to do them well. And I know for a fact in the future there will probably be more tattoos, but at this point in time, I am happy with what I have. And I have like so many ideas for tattoos that I want done, but 1, they cost a ton of money, and 2, I want to think about them for a while before I get them. But you guys, that is everything for my piercings and tattoos. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Leave comments down below for any videos you want to see, and I'll see you next video. Bye!